platforms is that digital has made production cheaper, which on one hand has allowed the big companies to make product for less money, but on the other hand it's allowed the little guys to really make higher quality product at prices they can afford. It's lowered the barriers to entry. It's allowed people to go out there with a $3,000 or $4,000 camera and their 7 best friends who are willing to work for free and produce a feature film, which you could never do before. It's lowered the equipment cost, it's shortened the time to market, and it's given everybody a way to tell a story using film, in that you can use the other platforms. You can use MySpace and Facebook and Twitter and blogs and all of that to build your audience before your movie's released. In the past, only a major studio with a major advertising and print budget could do that kind of stuff. Now you can take your movie, take it direct to DVD, create some buzz about it using your Facebook page, using your Twitter account, take it to a couple festivals, grab those quotes from reviewers, and presto, you're an overnight sensation on the internet, which gets you out there faster at a lower cost than you could have done, 10 years ago, let alone 20 or 30. But the major media companies, the people that have been doing it the longest, they're skilled storytellers. They have been doing it a long time. They know what works and what doesn't work. And although in the past they've limited that to certain types of stories, there's a huge opportunity now for them to broaden their reach and embrace some of these new storytellers and give them the expertise and the distribution and marketing avenues to get their story to a wider audience. And I think we're seeing it already. There are some companies, some media companies out there that are really soliciting stories from amateurs. And they're taking those stories and they're cherry picking them, and they're taking those best people and giving them access to studio personnel and studio equipment and the marketing and distribution systems that the studios and the networks have already developed. And it's funny, it used to be that you would do a webisodic story to prove yourself and get the attention of the big guys. Now the big guys are doing webisodic stories because it's a way for them to test markets and develop audiences without a huge expense. It used to cost millions of dollars to do one pilot for a TV show, and 300 or 400 pilots were done a year with maybe 10 of them making it on a network. That was a huge expense and a huge industry, and now they're able to do that kind of stuff, put it on the web, and not have that kind of major investment to test what works, and they get to what works quicker. I think that the studios and the networks find themselves in a unique position now where they don't have to invest in unproven talent. The cost of prototyping has gone down. They can now let people incubate themselves out on the internet with webisodic stuff and low-cost movies, and they can cherry pick after the stuff is already made and proven what they want to upgrade to their level of presentation. That's a huge thing for an industry that has spent billions of dollars every year on developing unproven things and not knowing till 6 months later if they were even going to see a return on their investment. Now they can let it test itself and prove itself and develop an audience in the marketplace